In this video, you're going to find out why all these technologies that were supposed to make us smarter are actually making us dumber. Why our attention span is shorter than a goldfish's, and how TikTok is literally rewiring our brains. And most importantly, what we can do about it to get back our ability to think deeply, be patient, stay focused, and actually enjoy life again. If you've noticed it's getting harder to read long texts, or you can't even watch a movie without grabbing your phone, this video's for you. Let's break down how we got here and how to climb out of this digital mess. You ready? Let's dive in. Picture this. Just a couple decades ago, information was like buried treasure. We'd hunt it down like gold miners, head to the library, dig through encyclopedias, analyze every single line. Remember waiting for a new book or magazine article? It was a big deal. But now, info's shoving itself in your face, ears, and brain without an invite. Open your phone, bam, Instagram notification, YouTube push, stories from friends. And TikTok? Oh man, that's a whole other beast. The average user spends anywhere from 55 to 95 minutes a day on it, according to different studies. And it's not just time. It's hours where your brain's getting bombarded with short videos, memes, and dance clips. Close TikTok, open Instagram Reels. Same deal, but the algorithm's a bit sneakier, serving up exactly what'll hook you. Here's the catch. Back in the day, your brain used energy to think, solve problems, get creative. Now, it's burning it all just to filter through this endless stream of junk. We're in an era where you don't need to remember anything. Google it in a second. No need to analyze. The algorithm's already curated for you. And boredom? Nah, it's swapped out for constant entertainment. You know what studies say? Our attention span is shorter than a goldfish's. Just 8 seconds compared to their 9. Not kidding. Microsoft data shows it dropped from 12 seconds in 2000 to 8 now. And that goldfish myth holds at 9. We're losing to a fish. But it's not just stats. This is the biggest trap of our time. Content speed is exploding like crazy, but depth? It's melting away like ice in a microwave. Platforms like TikTok don't want you thinking deeply. They want you watching, scrolling, liking, sticking around as long as possible. Why? Your attention is their cash. Ads, views, engagement. And your brain? It adapts to this rhythm. No more long logical chains, tough tasks, or real creativity. Instead, it craves that short loop. Get the hit, feel good, forget, and chase the next one. Let me break it down with an example everyone gets. It's like eating nothing but sweets. Candy, chocolate, soda. At first, whoa, delicious. Endorphins everywhere. Then you feel sick from the overload. Eventually, you can't taste anything anymore. Your receptors get numb, and real food seems bland. Same with content. That constant, fast dopamine rush ruins real joy. Studies show social media spikes dopamine like drugs or booze. We used to get inspired by a good book, a deep chat with a friend, or just a walk with your thoughts. Now, just a new clip, meme, or like on your post. You're like on an emotional IV drip, dose after dose. And if it stops, bam, emptiness inside. No thrill from real life. The scariest part isn't that we're getting dumber in a literal way. Though that's kinda true. It's that we're losing control of our attention. And attention, folks, is the currency of the 21st century. Whoever controls your attention controls your life. Because where you point your attention, that's where your energy flows. And where energy flows, results grow. If you're blowing your day on endless scrolling, pointless comment fights, or comparing yourself to everyone's perfect Instagram lives, don't be shocked when nothing changes. You're just investing in nothing, in zero. Day after day, hour after hour. Now let's look at it biologically. This is mind-blowing. Every time you get a mini dopamine hit from a notification, like or funny video, your brain sees it as a little reward. And like any smart system, it starts hunting the easiest way to get it again. Why bust your butt on a tough task when you can swipe up and snag that same high in 5 seconds. Over time, your brain rewires. The prefrontal cortex, which handles focus and rational decisions, gets weaker. The amygdala, in charge of emotions and anxiety, goes into overdrive. Cortisol, the stress hormone, spikes, squashing dopamine and serotonin, which fuel motivation and pleasure. End result? You're not lazy, your brain's just tuned for quick wins. When you're in constant stress from life dissatisfaction or digital overload, your brain shifts to survival mode. Neurotransmitter balance gets messed up, and you reach for procrastination, junk food, or another video. So recovery starts with cutting stress and breaking those cheap dopamine habits. Try this yourself. Grab a book and read. 5 minutes in, and your hand's itching for the phone. Just check notifications, you think. Or you sit down for a movie. 10 minutes later, you're in the comments or scrolling your feed. Even talking to someone feels harder. You catch yourself wanting to speed up their words like a video at 1.5 times. That's the fast content effect. It breaks your natural rhythm for taking in the world. You start living at the algorithm's pace, clippy, choppy, shallow, and stop owning your time. And time's all we've got. Now throw in the money angle and it gets even darker. We're in an age of wanting everything fast. Quick success, quick cash, quick feels. Social media feeds that illusion. Look at this guy who got rich in a month on crypto. Or, this girl's living lux as an influencer. But when your mind's stuck in short pleasure cycles, it loses the ability to build long-term strategies. Real success, discipline, finances, those are long games. They need patience, focus, analysis. Imagine, you want financial freedom, but you can't even free yourself from your phone. Algorithms feed us anxiety. Others made it, why not you? You stress out, brain craves dopamine to chill, and back to the content you go. Circle closed. This is the new digital addiction, wrecking not just focus, but your whole hormone system. Constant dopamine overload is like chronic stress on your body. Receptors desensitize, cortisol climbs, serotonin drops. You end up with chronic fatigue, apathy, and nothing happened. But life's joy? Zero. You shuffle around like a zombie. Bad sleep, fast food, no movement, and your brain demands more hits. Time for the honest question. If this keeps up, who'll I be in 5 years? Someone who knows every internet meme but can't focus on goals? Who knows they need to act but can't start? We're the generation with everything. Gadgets, internet, endless opportunities, and yet we've lost the basics. Inner focus, deep thinking. But hold up, it's not all doom. The good news? Our brains are super plastic. They can bounce back, like a muscle after workouts. You just gotta stop being a passive consumer and become the author of your life again. So how do we escape this dopamine trap? I promise, no boring lecture, just real tools that work. First, slow down. Don't chase content, let it chase you. Pick 1 or 2 sources that actually add value. Maybe a self-growth podcast or a channel with in-depth videos. Unfollow the rest. Your feed isn't a world mirror, it's a brain programming tool. Studies show cutting social media boosts focus in just a week. Try it. Delete the apps for a day and feel the difference. Second, embrace boredom. Boredom's not the enemy. It's your brain saying, time to create something. Ideas, inspiration, creativity, they come from boredom. Stop drowning it in content, and your brain remembers how to think on its own. Sit in silence, no phone, and watch ideas flow. Third, break the autopilot. Catch that moment when your hand reaches for the phone just because. Don't ban it right away. Just ask, why? What am I after? Over time, it becomes habit, and you reclaim control. Fourth, bring back long formats, books, podcasts, full-length videos where you listen and think. Yeah, it'll be tough at first. You'll feel the withdrawal from missing quick hits, but then the real high kicks in, from focusing, diving deep, not just skimming. Start with 10 minutes a day and build up. Fifth, start creating. Doesn't matter what. Write posts, shoot videos, learn a skill. Draw. When you create, you make dopamine naturally, not in flashes, but a steady burn that energizes without burnout. Plus, it boosts self-esteem and motivation. Sixth, fix your body. Sleep, food, movement. They directly tweak your hormones. No physical health means no mental recovery. Your body's not just a shell. It's where your energy starts. Walks, 8 hours of sleep, healthy eats, your brain will thank you. This deserves its own video, which I'll drop later. And finally, shift from be successful to be aware. When you're aware, you see how the system works. And seeing it, you can choose. That's when you own your time, attention, and life again. The world won't slow down. More content, smarter algorithms, stronger temptations. But if you hold your attention, ditch dopamine slavery, and choose where to pour energy, you win. Not because you're smarter than others, but because you think while they scroll. Tech becomes your tool, not boss. And maybe you'll finally feel alive, not by algorithm, but your way. In our time, you're either producing or consuming. Your call which side. That's where your future's at. See you in the next one.